Peace and blessings, my kings and queens, my royals. Um, Welcome back to all of you all who have been following me for a while now. And to anyone that's new, welcome. You're in the right place. Um, this room is filled with nothing but royalty and positivity and some insight on some things that you may need knowledge about. So thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe and press the button so you can get, my next video or so. Please do so. All right. Because I will be doing more videos. It's just I don't have a certain time or date to do them. Sorry about my little chihuahua. No, it's a Bichon, Yorkie Bichon in the background. He thinks he's a pit bull. Sorry about him. But anytime he hears noise, he starts to bark. However, let's get right into it. I'm not sure. This is probably going to be just a regular video, not a mini or something. But what I had on my brain, because I was thinking, I was like, wow, what else can I talk about? Besides drink your water and stuff like that. Yeah, I can continuously remind people to do that. But what I wanted to talk about was, especially, with it being a new year or whatever, I want to talk about, I'm just going to do 5 reasons. I'm going to keep it real simple. 5 reasons why you will quit the Nazi dread journey this year. 5 reasons why you will quit the Nazi dread journey this year. Me, I've been rocking it for over 14 years. 14 years and 3 months. Is that right? October, November, December, January. Yeah, 14 years and 3 months. Okay, so obviously I'm not looking, not to say that you can't grow Nazis for over 20 years and then decide one day to shave your whole head. That's not the issue. But some of the things that I've been noticing, and it's not just stuff on YouTube, a lot of stuff on Facebook. A lot of people, have, I want to change my look. I want to go ahead and grow, they call them locks or whatever. I want to change my style up or whatever for the new year and this, that, and the other, and just do something different. I've heard people say, oh, less work and all that type of stuff. And it's like, well, it's less work if you, really look at it to a certain extent, but you still have to change like a whole bunch of stuff, about yourself. It includes diet, it includes your mind, your mental state. But you still have to care for your Nazis. You still have to care for them. They still have to be well taken care of, well watered, well taken care of. I'm gonna look at my little cheat sheet on the side. I miss you all. I haven't been on here since the 23rd of December, but I was trying to just flex and think of something to talk about that I won't be totally repetitive. Okay. Should I start with number 5, the bottom? Or should I start with number 1? Okay. 5 reasons you will quit the Nazi dread journey this year. And this is free form or any other dread form. The number 1 thing I would say is that a lot of people are saying that they're not as thick or as long like I want them to be overnight, of course. Everybody wants everything microwave. Everybody wants microwave dreads, microwave popcorn, microwave everything. It doesn't work like that. It's a step-by-step thing. It's a step-by-step process, and it's something that if you're not fully dedicated to, you will go for the ultimate chop or untwist your twist or whatever it is that you don't feel comfortable with or whatever. Because they're not going to be thick or long overnight. Trust and believe that. I can show you pictures without a problem. Oh, and if you see me, I'm sitting in my coat because it is seriously cold in Chicago. And even though I have on heat, it's just like freezing. Okay. Number 2. They will break off and things out the from you manipulating them, you know. So you get discouraged because they're breaking off and thin out due to the fact that you're always touching them or manipulating them. I see a lot of people when they first start the process, they always just like constantly like, or like I should say up here more so, you know, they just constantly just bothering it. And I feel like if you're gonna constantly try to do styles and flip up your hair and do this and do that, then you might as well bust out with a relaxer and a curling iron and go back to doing, you know, the damage that you was doing with that type of stuff. You know, the main thing is freedom. It's a thing whereby um the less manipulation, the thicker, longer, stronger your hair will grow. I mean, if you're trying for style, this may not be for you. I mean, if you're trying immediately, I mean, yes, but don't mess with them so much that they're so thin already that they start to break off. I mean, anything rubbing against our hair, like if you're not using a silk pillowcase or putting your hair inside a silk pillowcase or some type of silk satin material. You know, if you're just laying on the bed and then allowing your hair to just rub up against the cotton that's pulling it out, you know, there you go. I mean, you have to, there's some different choices that you have to make to maintain and keep your hair healthy and moisturized and everything. Um, and not putting, again, a lot of products and stuff into your hair, which can be damaging, collecting dust, debris, all types of stuff. So, you know, that's number two. Your hair will break out or thin out from you putting your hands in it. I steadily tell people all that. I hear people saying all the time that, you know, that's what they're doing when they watch the video. They like, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was touching my shreds. I was touching my natties. You know, you don't want to do that. I mean, I touch my hair so you all can see it while I'm doing the video. Outside of this, when I go back to my bed or whatever, this is gonna be put in a satin pillowcase so I can relax and chill because I do have a little pit bull right here that has hair that sheds or whatever, and I don't want his hair combining with mine, linking with mine, and it moves all across the apartment anyway. Okay, for some people, you're gonna quit the Nazi dread journey because it was just a fad to you in the first place. You know, it was just something to do because everybody else was doing and had no spiritual background whatsoever for it. No, nothing. Just maybe, oh, I don't have to comb my hair, or, you know, it's a fad. Everybody else is doing it, so let me jump on the bandwagon. You know, and you're on and off to the next fad. Okay. So if that's your reasoning for doing it, there's a great possibility that you will not continue to be, you know, on this dread journey. Um, the different stages it takes to get to where you want to be may take too long. It's not going to happen overnight. And if it's not happening fast enough for you, if it's, you know, if you're hating the stage that your hair is in, if it's looking like a certain kind of way or what have you, and you're not liking that, and you're wanting the fullness, you want the naughty dread look, and you want to do this and do that. If you're not able to deal with the different stages that you go through, it's going to be pretty hard to kind of, you know, stay on this journey. It really is. It's going to be difficult because you're going to be playing in your hair. You're going to be damaging it by keeping your hands in your hair. You're going to do more harm than good. So more than likely, you will not last. You will not last. And I'm not just talking about this year. I'm talking about period. Oh, here's number 5. Your hair is not looking like other people who have been patient through it all. Some of us on here, on these channels, have been patient for years. years on top of years. We're not talking about like 1 year. We're talking about like 10, 15, 20 years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Me and myself, 14 years, 3 months, whatever. Um, you have to deal with it. I mean, if you want to look like someone else, this is definitely not your journey, because this journey is about uniqueness, especially if we're talking about freeform. This journey is about uniqueness. It's about your hair doing everything that it's meant to do on its own and without trying to make it like somebody else's, not bothering it or twisting it or putting color all into it and doing all the type of stuff because you see somebody else has done it and you're like, oh, okay, well, if it worked for them. But if you're just in the game under 6 months, under a year or so, you know, you won't last in this. The strong survives. The weak and feeble will drop off. I'm definitely a freeform Nazi dread, so I believe that, as my friend Tony Benjamin says, freeform is the only form, but I also embrace all my natural hair. People whatsoever, natural, um, you know, Nazi dreads, whatever it is that you choose to rock, as long as there's no chemicals in your hair, I'm down with that. And it's funny to hear me say that because I made my money for years off of chemicals. I was a hairstylist. Would have been what, 28 years this year. I got my license in 1988. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Got my license in 1988. Would have been 30 years. Wow. Okay. Anyway. I made my money off being a color specialist, and I didn't have dreads at that time. I didn't have Nazis. All of my clients were relaxed clients who had color, who needed deep conditioning, who needed all of that. And, so I can't uh, trip about it, but all I can say now is that, a lot of people who have turned over to not using chemicals or so have um, better scalps, uh, nicer density of hair. The hair actually stays on their head instead of shedding or breaking off. Not that I had clients whose hair was shedding or breaking off, because I was definitely into deep conditioning and all that. But everybody's not into that. Everybody's not into hair care. I was into hair care. I styled hair, but I was into hair care. So, you know, those are a few things that'll knock you off this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing more and more new faces. I'm so grateful for the new ones that have come in the past week. Period. I don't know if it's because of the holiday and then people were just like off work and just like searching videos, but I've received so many new people, and I want you to know that I have um a thread, which a playlist which totally lists like all the videos that I have done thus far. This one will be included. So please do check those and, see some of the videos before you ask some of the questions you're going to ask, because you'll see that it becomes redundant. And, I've answered a lot of the questions. Although I have no problems. Anybody that has subscribed to me, I will definitely answer your questions. No doubt whatsoever. Everybody here knows that I answer as many questions as I can. And no matter how big my following gets or whatever, I will still make sure that I try to answer as much as possible. For me, it's not about following. For me, it's about spreading information, truth, love, light, all of that. So, with all of that being said, yeah, you all know that I've been doing the thought for the day or whatever, something like that, I call it. Here it is. Are you so comfortable in your journey that you can't be shaken from the negativity others can bring? Can you really stand on being where you are, not worrying about what family, friends, and people think? Can you live your life? And I mean, without worry, without concentrating on some of the stuff that people will say, the negativity. I mean, I myself, if I get negative comments here on my channel, because this is a negativity free zone, no, absolutely no tech negativity on this page, I will delete you. I will delete your post and I will not answer anything negative because I don't have the energy for that. I'm about love, truth, honesty, and then some. So, if what you have to bring is negative, save it for somebody else. Save it for another page because I promise you, you're not hurting me. You're wasting your time by watching my video and posting your little negative thoughts or whatever, you know, about what you feel, and what you think as far as changing my mind about somebody hit me up and said, "Oh, something about a beating. It's like beating a dead horse or something," because I won't say locks. It's my choice. It's my choice. I like calling my hair my Nazi dreadlocks. That's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. And anything that I put out into this universe, I surely receive back, period, whatsoever. I mean, and it's nothing but great things. Maybe it's because we're from different cultures. Maybe it is because you don't understand my language, but it's certain things. And yeah, people have tripped about this too. Sometimes see me and some of my friends, we get together and we'll be like, oh, something that looks great. We'll be like, oh man, that is stupid. Wow, but we're not saying it as a bad thing. We're saying it as a good thing, or that's sickening. I'm gonna have some people that probably try to hit me up about the sickening thing, but sickening also means the opposite of what it is. You'd be like, oh my God, that is just so great that it's just making me sick. You know what I'm saying? It's so fabulous. But that's just the way that I speak amongst my friends, and I feel like people that are signed on to my channel are my friends, are my relatives, are my people, you know, my kings and my queens and my royals. And if I can't sit here and be real with you, then I can't continue to do videos. So I must talk the language that I talk. I'm a speak how I speak. And to those of you who just don't get it, I'm sorry, for you, not for me. I'm not sorry necessarily because of you not getting it. I'm sorry that you feel the way you feel. And yeah, I would say that, and that you don't get it. It's okay though. It's okay because there's many, 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 many channels that will speak the things that you want to hear or that may be clear for you. And I mean, I watch other channels too. I don't just sit up here and do videos and not watch other channels. There's a lot of people that I follow that I enjoy, and I take from it what I will, and I move around things that I don't agree with. If you see in this little small sparkly little thing right here, that's part of my nose ring. I got in a little diamond, and this helps keep it in instead of putting the back in, because I'm so afraid. I went to sleep one day and one of those things went up my nose, and I was just like, wow, totally lost the back. But yeah, the thought for today: are you comfortable enough in your journey that you can't be shaken from the negativity of others, and can you really stand on being what you are, not worrying about your family, friends, and what other people may think, and the crazy questions you may get asked, or the looks and stuff that you may encounter? Can you stand on your own when you're by yourself and people are snickering and saying whatever, or people are looking you upside your head, staring you down? My number one remedy for that one, I'm going to tell you this, for real, keep it real. When people start breaking down and staring at my hair and they got nothing to say, or they may have something to say but it's not positive, I just look at them. I just stare on them back, and I just say, really? I choose not to answer that question because it's not of my caliber. As far as again, I deal with positivity, not negativity. So if somebody is trying to make me feel bad about myself. You can't do that, because what is inside of me is inside of me, and there's nothing that you can do to remove that strength, power, and lioness in me that makes me feel like the strong black woman that I am. That's not going to happen. So I will continue to be a Natty Dread, freeform all the way. Um, that was the greatest move that I made, was to go ahead and become totally freeform. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If you have any suggestions as far as videos, upcoming videos, I definitely need some comments down below. Thumbs up this video if you feel me on what I'm talking about as far as this whole journey. Thumbs up the video if you would like to see more videos like this. This, of course, is not going to be a mini video. This is a long video, so I'll probably put out another one next week, a mini video next week. So that'd be mini video, I think, number 9. Yes, but share the video, thumbs up the video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, hit the bell next to it, and let me know. That way I'll be able to let you know when another video is going up, because I do mine sporadically. I don't do it every week, every 2 weeks, or whatever like that. I might do 2 in 1 week. I might do 1 in 2 weeks, so that way you'll be able to know. For those that may be asking like beauty questions or anything about like eyeshadows or stuff I wear, lip gloss or whatever I wear, leave a message below and I'll tell you all that I'm wearing. I'll give you all the information that I'm wearing. Guys don't so much want to hear about makeup and stuff, so I'm not going to, incorporate that into my video. I'll just answer your questions. But please let me know where you're at. Where are you today in your journey? And yeah, how are you feeling about, where you're at right now? Will you continue to be a Natty Dread throughout this year, next year, year after next? Or will you go ahead and cut your hair and do a new style by June? That's it. My wonderful kings and queens, my people, I love you all. Yes, love is universal. It's a man told it to me a while back. Love is an infinite delight in another's well-being, and an infinite delight in another's well-being. And that's how I'm capable of saying to you all that I do love you all. Because if you're coming to my channel for questions or answers or whatever, I do have an infinite delight in how you all are feeling, or what it is that you all are in search of or needing. So it's easy for me to say that, I love you all, especially, when we're all going down the same road and everything, and times go up and down, get hard, soft, whatever in our lives. So, it's not like, love is such a big thing. How could she say that she loves everybody? I do. I care. I care about my people, and that's it. I really like that. He's passed away now, but he left that on my mind, and I always will treasure that. Love is an infinite delight in another's well-being. And he was 90 something when he passed. Did he get it from somewhere else? I don't know. He always talked about some unique things, so I'm not really sure. But peace and blessings to you all. Hope all is going well for you. Hope you're staying warm if you're in a cold climate like myself. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.